And we're off. Maybe. Okay, now we're off. We're off to see the Equinox. Ooh, what's this? Some mirrors. The exact same. Well, the vents were a little different too, because GM uses, it almost looks like the old tail lights off like a 50s, and Honda obviously did something different with those. I do love the fact that unlike most EVs, they're staying with physical buttons for climate control and stuff like that. A lot of companies integrate all of that into the touchscreen, which I think is annoying. So I love seeing the fact that you've actually got physical buttons to actually control your heat and AC and all that stuff. You're not rooting around in a menu to find where everything is. So let's see what the radio sounds like. Oh God, let's turn the radio on. Let's turn the volume down first before I find the radio. FM here. We'll go. I guess we'll do 80s on 80. Bon Jovi. It's decent, and so the top half of the buttons on the back of the steering wheel is actually regen. So the bottom, I'm not sure what the bottom is of it. I'll have to have a look at the steering wheel a little closer and let you know. I do also really like the color accents. So they've got the gray fading into the red, and then also in the seats they've got the red laid into the seats and the fabric shoulders, which is nice. So we're going to pull into the parking lot up here, and we'll do a bit of a walk around and take a look at the vehicle from the outside, and we'll show you the trunk and under the hood, stuff like that. And then we'll take it for a little more drive.
I'm starving. I don't know if you've eaten or not.
This is one of my favorite parking lots to come to do these things, because I can park out here and kind of not really have, well, today I've got people around, but not too many, so. Alright. So yes, right there on the top of the, you can see the regen, the battery button, the battery logo. So there is a regen paddle on the back, 87% battery, and that's the colors I was talking about, how the transition goes from the charcoal to the red. And this is also, just like the others, a double pull to release the hood. Right there on the top of the, you can see the regen, the battery button, the battery logo. So there is a regen paddle on the back, 87% battery, and that's the colors I was talking about, how the transition goes from the charcoal to the red. And this is also, just like the others, a double pull to release the hood. So this one is 52,000 as built. That one was still running. Oh, they don't have a cover, so under the hood of the Equinox is open, so you can see it. So there's your electric motor, all your high power cables. So yeah, no cover. And that's the RS package, so it's got the fancier grille, and it's got the 360 cameras. So you can see the camera right there. And I do have to thank the guys at Finch for letting us drive these. We appreciate it. So yeah, here's the back. Decent amount of space back here. Lots of storage under. Lots of storage space in here. The back seat's got a decent amount of leg room as well. Like, I'm 6 foot, and this is the seat is leaned back fairly far, and I've got lots of leg room. If it's sitting up straighter, there's even still more leg room. So we've got your vents. You've got 2 USB-C ports as well, and they carry on the color back in the back as well. So the holy heck handles up here on the roof, the ceiling, a little dirty. Yeah, there's very generous amount of room, and there's the red I was talking about in the shoulder on the fabric of the seats. So you can see it at certain angles. You can really notice it. I mean, when you're looking from an angle at the top, it looks black, but then you go straight on, you get the red in there. Same with on the sides there, on the seat base as well. Really pick it up in the sun, you can really see it. Looks good. Yeah. Yes, to get the seat covers off easier. They used to all be snap ring on the bottoms, so you can actually open them up now.
Oh, it's a zipper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's to make it a lot easier to disassemble the seats if you need to.
I want to disassemble these. They're nice.
All right, so the roof line's decent. Looks like you could probably put the cross rails from any number of GM vehicles. Like, I think it's the same layout as what's on our current Traverse. Just the little pinholes that you pop the caps out and put the thing in. So I'm sure you can use that from anywhere, from any one of the GM vehicles. And it powers on when you get in the vehicle with the key, and it shuts off when you get out of the vehicle and take the key with you. It shuts off, so kind of nice. We drove a Polestar, and we actually had to physically go into the menu and power the car off when we got out. Otherwise it stayed running, and that was really annoying. we came out to see the car was on still when we were away. So that was no bueno. That was not fun. Where this, it's nice. You get in, car power's on for you. You can physically turn it off as well, like through the menu, but I mean, it's set up so that the car turns off when you get out anyway, so not a big deal. And then underneath, you've got 12 volt and a storage shelf, and you got a 12 volts plug down there as well. Then up top, you got 2 USB-C. Let's see what's in the armrest. Oh, buttons on the side. Ah!
The light. No charge.
No. That's okay. So yeah.
This feels actually good quality.
So yeah. Then it's got the typical GM stock as well now that they're putting into pretty much everything. Push for park, in and down. So pull in and down, puts it in drive, in and up, puts it in reverse. Back, straight back is neutral.
That's not our car. We have a
Yeah,
bright
you've got
red,
the you've got the 360 camera on this one.
We have a bright red car, not a silver car.
Yep. So yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a whole lot cheaper than, you know, 25, 30, 40 bucks a week to put gas in it, and sometimes more when you're driving your gas car. I know with my Traverse, I'm almost $400 a month to put gas in it for my driving, so that equates to a huge savings on that side of things.
Yeah, because on average, my gas putting in my car when we do, if it's twice a month, it's like 60 bucks.
Yeah, total.
Yeah. That's fine with me.
Yep.
I like having the peace of mind of having both sides for myself. There's a nice color right there.
Yeah. It's got a bit of get up and go to it as well.
Wow. It did.
Yeah. Instant torque, instant power.
I wouldn't suggest going near Kamoka because they have some of the road
Yes.
torn up.
Yeah, it's definitely got some passing oomph for sure. There, back to the home screen. So you've got your drive modes, vehicle status, Play Store, Google Assistant, your Wi-Fi hotspot, Alexa in the car. There's more to the menu as well. You can slide across, and then there's a little more.
Ooh, podcast for anybody that likes podcasts.
Yep.
Those are a big thing these days.
Yep. So yeah, we'll go through some of the different options that are on the screen and drill down on some of those as well. So. 435 kilometers of range.
That's a lot.
And there's 23 kilometers on the car right now.
It's been, so this is brand
Brand new, yep. For anyone looking for like a more of the smaller SUV similar to this, like in size, if you're looking at this and a comparable, I mean, you don't even need to go to the RS. It's not necessary. Has a few more creature comforts, but not enough that would be, oh, I have to have that one. It's more of an appearance package, in my opinion. But you can get into an LT or an LT all-wheel drive in this and have basically all the same features. You don't get the nice color change stuff and whatnot, but I mean, unless that's super important to you, it's not a necessity by any means. But it's a great value for what it is. Good space, good room, nice ride, super quiet. This would be a great around town and road trip vehicle. So yeah, for my personal choice, I want something with more seats. I want a 7-seater. So for me, for that reason, this car I would pass on. But if I was in the market for something with 5 seats, absolutely, I would definitely take a long, hard look at this. And it has a manual charge door, not like the Blazer and the Lyric, where they're powered. So wintertime is less of an issue for opening, in case you live in a cold climate that may get some, you know, heavy snows, freezing rain, stuff like that. So less chance of it freezing over, and even if it does get some ice on it, it's a lot easier to get the ice off and open a manual door than. So there's your dash layout. Power door, so that's kind of a nice, in my opinion, that is a nicer bonus and a nicer feature for me over the power one. I don't see the necessity of having a powered charge door or a powered fuel door. Like, honestly, I don't understand why people need that. But again, that is my opinion. Not everyone's going to agree with my opinions or have the same views. So your mileage may vary, as they say. Still feel like you're sitting up high in this vehicle as well, and driver's side in this one has like all the power features, so height, tilt, everything, so you can adjust your seat accordingly. For a decent drive, and we'll see what we get up to, and for mileage, see what we arrive back at the dealership with for distance remaining. But I mean, at 85% charge, it had 400, like over 430 kilometers range. That's pretty decent for this type of vehicle. Things are only going to get better. Everybody's working on newer battery technology, so range is only going to increase. Charge times are going to come down, so there's always a lot more on the horizon for the EV market too. So. Take the blue one out for a drive, but it was hidden away inside the dealership in the showroom. So,
but Kevin said we could buy it so that we could use it.
Yes, if we decided to buy it, then he would move it out of the showroom. But
we both laughed at him.
Yes, but I honestly, if I was in the market for a smaller one, I probably would take that blue one home. But I don't want to give up my larger SUV yet. So
I don't want to give up my small one. But if you ever do need a salesperson at Finch, Kev's the go.
Yeah.
Kev is the one to go.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Definitely, I will put a link to Kev's info in the video as well, with his email address and phone number at the dealership, so that you can reach him. He's at Finch Chev in London. I do have to say thanks to Jordan and Kevin for allowing us to do this. Without their cooperation, we couldn't bring you guys the videos on these vehicles that we do. So just have to give a big thanks to them. But yeah, definitely reach out to Kev if you're looking. And it doesn't even have to be for an EV. It could be for anything. It could be for a Corvette or a Suburban or an Escalade. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. Definitely reach out and give him a shout.
He goes above and beyond.
Yeah, he definitely does. road noise translates through the camera or not, if you guys can hear it, but it's there's not much at all.
It just sounds like wind going by.
Yeah. I mean, the Cayman we drive is louder than this inside, and it was a lot more expensive than this. Alright, so vehicle status, you get your tire pressures, energy info, your trip, and then drive modes, normal, sports, no ice, and obviously Google Assistant. Charging gives you charge now, charge later, 513 kilometers from a total full charge. You got 360 camera on this, overhead, side. That looks weird. And then settings, all of these things. Alright, so vehicle status, you get your tire pressures, energy info, your trip, and then drive modes, normal, sports, no ice, and obviously Google Assistant. Charging gives you charge now, charge later, 513 kilometers from a total full charge. You got 360 camera on this, overhead, side. That looks weird. And then settings, all of these things.